Good morning, everybody, and welcome to another edition of Company 119's The Coffee Cup. My name is Ryan Gilkerson, lead creative here at Company 119, and we're really glad you could join us. I wanted to share with you today something very interesting that I like to check. I check it every week. I don't always share it every week, but there's a company over in Great Britain called eConsultancy.com, and eConsultancy is a great company that gives us their stats of the week for digital marketing every week. So virtual assistant Chad can bring up our slideshow. They told us this week that consumers are warming up to artificial intelligence and some other great things that the stats are telling us. Go to the next slide, Chad. So this is what the article looks like. If you're looking for it, it's econsultancy.com. Best digital marketing stats we saw this week. I love that. So they're going to get into some really interesting stuff. Number one, if we go to the next slide, Chad, 66% of consumers would ignore all future marketing from a brand if it sent them hit or miss offers, but 47% said they're fine with companies using AI to make their experience better. I thought this was really interesting. What happens is consumers are just tired of having companies kind of throw darts at the board to reach them. They don't want to just have companies send them blind offers. They don't want them to just periodically send offers. If you're going to have a strategy to send a consumer offers, you need to find out exactly what they like, what they're into, what they've purchased from you before, what their habits are. They really don't mind you knowing a little bit about them if it means that they get less spammy types of emails. So I thought that was really interesting. That's showing us that consumers, although it would appear consumers are more paranoid about how much information companies have about them, if companies are using it right and responsibly, consumers really don't mind. They would rather have that than a bunch of spam traffic sending them emails that they don't care about. Now, of course, this is in the UK. This isn't an international study. This is strictly in the UK, but I thought it was really interesting. And 82% of responders admitted that they are aware of the fact that companies are using AI to reach out to them. So it's not a secret anymore that companies are doing this. Companies know that they're coming into them through AI channels to find out more about them. So I thought that was really, really interesting. Great stat, my favorite stat of the week. Virtual assistant Chad, if you could get us to the next one. Look at this poor guy, this poor man. 26% of senior marketing pros say that their company has no clear digital strategy. Can you imagine that? Can you imagine being the marketing executive for your company and saying that your company has no objectives whatsoever? They have no clear strategy about what they were doing. They don't understand the benefits of a digital marketing strategy. Some other benefits out of that, I thought it was interesting. 27% said that they have a strategy, but it's a very low priority. And 25% said that customers feel that their company doesn't care about achieving a single customer view, meaning they're not trying to find individual habits for customers. They're more concerned about finding overarching views that apply to a large percentage of their base. Now, we know through the coffee cup and what we've learned about artificial intelligence, what we've learned about targeting, what we've learned about developing your base of personas. We've talked about all of this repeatedly. We know that there is a high value in finding out what the individual customers want. So it's very interesting to me that companies don't see the value of that. Also, 39%, only 39%, I should say, believe that their digital marketing strategy aligns to their business strategy and their objectives. So there's a very low percentage of people that see that tie between what they're doing with digital marketing and the way their business is running, at least in the UK. Maybe the US would be way higher, but I doubt it. We're usually pretty consistent with them in terms of how we see things in terms of marketing. So it's just interesting. Companies have marketing budgets, they have marketing directors, but they're not seeing the tie-in between what those marketing people are doing and how it affects the numbers. And finally, this one's interesting. Virtual assistant Chad, the next stat, please. This is what this is what the inside of your computer and your smartphone is going to look like on Black Friday. We're no longer going to the store to check out the deals that they have for Black Friday. Now it's all going on through your phone. Social media purchases will be up by 66% on Black Friday and Cyber Monday, as will Facebook posts bragging about how much money you save. We go through it every year. It goes higher and higher and higher with social media purchasing. What we found out, and this is versus 2015, 66% higher versus 2015. So it's a 3-year trend. 40% of internet users in the UK are using social networks to research brands, products, and services. That's up 39% from 2015. Also, in a separate study, it was found that 49% of consumers in the UK are using social media platforms to make purchases. Again, it might be a little higher in the US, but that's going to be pretty close to where we're at as well. About 50% of consumers are making purchases through social media platforms now at this point. The most popular platform, still Facebook. Everybody's been talking about the demise of Facebook for years, and yet here it is. The reach of Facebook is so large that it makes it the most popular platform to purchase on. But consumers do like Instagram. And in the UK, a quarter of the UK respondents said that it's the better preview functionality of Instagram, the ease of seeing what you're looking at before you have to get in to make a purchase, actually makes it a more attractive purchase motivator. So Instagram might be a more attractive purchase motivator this time next year than Facebook. So there's 3 very interesting stats, I thought, that took us through the week last week. What do you think? Are we going to be able to see more purchases coming out? You're going to be making more purchases for Cyber Monday this year through social media. And what do you think about AI? Do you care if customers or if companies know more about you and they're using more and more of your information to learn about you, if it means that you're getting less annoying spam and less annoying emails? I think we're going to be pretty split on that. We hope that you learn more about the digital marketing world before you finish your first cup of coffee than your competition will all day, and we thank you for joining us on the Coffee Cup.